Here's how you can configure Matugen to work for GTK apps as well. Now, if I show you what my current GTK app setup looks like, this is what it looks like. This is NWG Look, which is using a GTK3 theme called ADW GTK3 Dark. But then, thing is, it adapts no matter what wallpaper I choose. Now, if I open another app, something like File Roller, this is a GTK4 app, and what you see here is, of course, adaptation to the wallpaper. Now I can pick whatever other wallpaper I want. Let's say I wanted to pick something over here. All it does is switch the theme, okay? Changes the waybar config, changes the colors in the waybar, and then the colors in this logout menu over here. And then what it also does is adapt the colors that you see inside of these apps. If I open File Roller again, this is what you see. I can switch it to a green desktop as well, a green wallpaper. And this is what you see. So it switches the wallpaper out. Perfect, amazing, looks good. Now I can open Thunar, let's say. This is a GTK3 app, so it works for that, as well as File Roller, a GTK4 app. In case you were wondering, yes, for Nautilus as well. And a little tip. Generally what happens is it's not going to work for GNOME clocks because clocks runs in the background, but today seems to be an exception and actually seems to have applied the theme to clocks as well. But if it doesn't work, if let's say you change the wallpaper and then the theme doesn't seem to apply for GNOME clocks, all you have to do is just type in kill all -9 GNOME clocks and then restart it. Once you restart GNOME clocks, what should happen is basically it's going to work pretty much 99.99% of the time. Right? Great. Now how do you actually set this up? Let's go down here, which is basically Inio's website, Inio or however you pronounce that name, Matugen themes. So you want to go to this website, this GitHub repo over here. And once you do that, you want to scroll down and click on this GTK link. That should bring you to this section over here. Now, what are you supposed to do here? Well, there's a certain way that you're supposed to configure Matugen, okay? Now, if you've watched my previous video, one that I made probably a couple months back, on how you can make a theme switcher like this one, then you will know that how Matugen actually works is that there's going to be a couple of different files inside of config Matugen. So we have a toml file, which is going to store the actual configuration. It's going to dictate which template is supposed to be assigned to which app and how exactly the colors are supposed to be assigned to what places and whatnot, all that fun stuff. And then inside of the templates file, this is basically the backbone of actually getting the colors to work, getting the colors from the wallpaper and then putting them inside of the right place, inside of the right variables, so that they can be accessed using the appropriate variable names inside of whatever config that you choose, whether it be inside of Hyprland or inside of Rafi or inside of, where else do we have? Kitty, right? That's why. Now how do we actually set this up? Well, let me show you what I have done with config.toml. Here in the GTK3-4 section, you have an input path and an output path. So an input path is for the template that you're going to choose, okay? An output path is going to be the end result, which is going to contain the colors that you have asked it to take from the wallpaper and basically put inside of the file. These files, this output path is going to contain every single color that the wallpaper has to offer, okay? Whatever material you design has to offer. What your job is to do as a writer is to basically pick out whichever colors you want from that, okay, from this GTK file, and then use that inside of whatever app that you want to configure. In this case, it's going to be GTK3 and 4 apps, okay? Now, where do you actually get this template from? You want to go to templates, and then once you go in there, you should find a section for GTK colors. Just scroll here, you should find GTK colors.css. Want to click on this, and you essentially just want to copy this portion and paste it inside of your templates file. Okay, now I have personally called it GTK colors.css. You can name it whatever else you want. I have also added in a bunch of other little instructions inside of GTK colors.css. Here you're not going to see it because it's actually called Matugen GTK. It's called Matugen GTK.css. Inside of here, I basically change font weight, I change font family, and then a couple of other little quirks and stuff that I want to add to my GTK apps. It's fine if you don't want that. The only core thing that you have to have is this section over here, which basically takes colors from your wallpaper and puts that inside of these variables for all of your GTK apps to use. You can copy this, or you can just click on raw, save file as, and save it to your templates directory that you see here. Okay, now once you have that template saved, all you should do is just go to config.toml and then make sure that input path is that template, full path to that template, and output path has to be config gtk3 gtk css, and for gtk4 it should be config gtk4 gtk.css. Now if I show you what that file actually is supposed to look like, config gtk3, you can most probably guess already, and it's basically the exact same file with the colors taken from the wallpaper and substituted in over here. That's it. There's literally nothing else different about the file. We can do the same for GTK4 as well, and this is what you see. Basically the exact same settings. The reason why I have these settings for the font is so that the font looks way crisper and cleaner than if I don't have that. So it doesn't matter what font you pick, okay? With the way that GTK4's rendering works, because it uses GPU rendering and whatnot, the fonts just end up looking ugly no matter what kind of anti-aliasing you try under the goddamn sun, okay? Which is why if you just increase the font weight, what happens it beefs up the font a little and then makes it much more aesthetically pleasing to look at. So that's a trick out of my book. If you want, you can just copy that as well. But apart from that, everything else in this file is exactly the same as what you saw in this kitty window over here. And that's it. That's literally all you need in order to configure GTK colors with Matugen. But Matugen theming doesn't just end there, right? Because of the nature of this tool, you can basically use it to customize anything you want, from Spotify to your Authy menu to your little wallpaper selector over here. I can choose this theme, let's say, and then have the colors of my waybar adapt, as well as my logout menu to adapt as well. Not to mention the notifications and a genuine plethora of all the other things that you can configure. So if you want to know how to do that, I teach you exactly step-by-step how to inside of a program, which is the first link in the description. So if you want to know how to do that, and you want to know how to make things like this yourself without copying them from other people, without just stealing other people's creations, if you want to make something of your own and be proud of it, right? Be proud of your own creations and use your own stuff, right? Because isn't that what Linux is all about? Go ahead and click the first link in the description. I would be honored to teach you how to make something like this. If you loved the video, hit subscribe. If you liked it, of course, you can hit like, and I will see you next time. Stay rising.